What's up, guys? It is Monday, November 28th, 3:16 p.m. and this is the crypto newsletter. So we're going to start off with the New York City mayor saying crypto is coming if we like it or not. All of these industries have its ups and downs. And just like back in the early days of the internet, I mean, you had the dot-com crash, right? It's not like the internet was going away and all these internet stocks that were high value went away. It's just the ups and downs of the market. So this is the New York City mayor reaffirming that.
Yes.
There's been a link. Do you think that the city should still be promoting this industry?
In technology, the whole crypto, blockchain, currency, you call it cyber wallets, we need to move into this space. This space is coming if we like it or not. And when I hear people say, well, look how much money individual lost in cryptocurrency, you know how much money I lost in the stock market? You know, with some of my retirement investment, I'm afraid to even look at it nowadays. You know, all of these industries have ups and downs. You know, the junk bond kings, the fraud that they did in the stock market and penny bonds. And, you know, so there's always people who are going to exploit these forms of industries. I believe in the new markets and the new currencies, and I'm encouraging my young people to learn about them. We had a crypto summit that was partnered with the owners of the New York Nets. We brought young people in to learn about these industries. These industries are not going to go away because they reach low points. This is an industry that we must embrace, and I'm looking to further lean into blockchain and other technologies. Yes, my money's already there. I took my first 3 paychecks.
So there we go. So just reaffirming that through all this, that crypto is not going anywhere. It's here to stay. And we got that confirmation today because Fidelity launched their crypto retail trading kind of segment. So they've had this for institutional clients, but now they've launched their retail segment of it. So this is on Fidelity's website, get crypto clarity. They give like education on it, as well as they have their, if I go to here, you go crypto, and then you'll see that join the Fidelity Crypto Early Access list. So you can get on this list right here, enter your name and stuff, get on the list. And yeah, so now they have crypto right at Fidelity for retail. So that's about what, $4.5 trillion ready to roll into crypto at any moment when this opens up. Fidelity's been like a leader as far as offering it to their clients. So between Fidelity, BlackRock, all these other huge institutions, like the money's there. It's a matter of regulation. Once that comes, then trillions of dollars going to flow into this market overnight. And this was all the world's money in markets in one visualization too. This is in 2015 versus 2020, right? So I'm going to put them side by side and we can just see that overall, as time goes on, more money is floated throughout the system. So you'll see that when I show these side by side. So on the left, we have 2015. On the right, we have 2020. So I'm going to zoom in so we can see this. All right. So back in 2015, you had just Bitcoin on here, $5 billion, right? Now you have on this side, silver is like the most undervalued asset. 43.9 billion. Back then it was 14 billion. So you can see the money is getting bigger and bigger. And then now with crypto, they have cryptocurrency, not just Bitcoin, and you have 244 billion versus 5 billion just 5 years ago. Then you have military spending high up there now versus then it was world's richest people at 79.2 billion, world's richest people 5 years ago. Now, if we look at that now, we're talking about 8 trillion, right? So as the years go on, just 5 years, right? You see there's a huge difference. Commercial real estate was at 7.6 trillion. Now over here, it's sitting at 280.6 trillion. So the global real estate, commercial real estate, unless they had, so big difference, right? So you can see as time moves on, more money flows through the system. Gold back then was 7.8 trillion. Now you have it at 10.9 trillion. So gold and silver have been strongly manipulated, but I believe that's coming to an end very soon. And I'll get into that in my deep dive today. So we can move on from that because, and also too, just like with Fidelity entering this space, we're talking about all the world's stock market, 70 trillion 5 years ago. And then now in 2020, we're talking about 90 trillion. So even 10% of that flowing into crypto, that's 9 trillion that could come into it. Even 1% of that is close to $1 trillion just flowing right back into crypto like nothing ever happened. So a lot of big things on the horizon, as well as keep in mind, you have Charles Schwab, Fidelity, Citadel, and Citi going live with their crypto exchange. I think it should be around December or Q1. So this is in the cards as well too. Schwab, Citadel Securities, Fidelity, other Wall Street firms start crypto exchange EDX markets. So now that we've seen that Fidelity has just full out launched their retail crypto, I'm sure this is very, very soon to launching here. So now let's keep going. Moment of truth for Bitcoin. This trend line has already held for 5.5 years. It's a make or break moment, and that's for facts. You can see in 2017, we had this trend line coming up. 2018, 2019, we found our bottom there. 2020, we found our bottom there, and it's looking like 2022 or even into Q1 of 2023, this is the trend line we have to hold, right? So going down to $10,000, $8,000, that's no bueno. We need to kind of hold where we're at right now. So now let's keep going, because there's a couple plays on my end. As far as in the Discord, we got the peer-to-peer signals, and I'm hooking up Litecoin and Chainlink for the peer-to-peer signals for some of our coins here, because I do see some catalysts coming up that I want to play it. Chainlink announced back in September that they're going to go ahead with staking. So they're aiming to be the Amazon Web Services of Web3. At SmartCon 2022, Chainlink co-founder unveiled plans to launch staking in December, plus a new economic model for the Web3 services platform. So in December, they're going to launch staking. There's going to be a buildup of like the price going up before that, probably buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing, or sell that actual event. So this is going to be happening in December, and we're likely to see Chainlink have a good kind of month going into December here. And on top of it, Swift partnered with crypto data provider Chainlink on cross-chain protocol and TradeFi play. So late September as well too. Interest from institutional investors moving to crypto has been undeniable, according to Swift strategy director. Remember, Swift is like the standard of how money moves today, and they do like $5 trillion a day. Now you have them publicly coming out saying we're partnered with Chainlink to be a provider of price feeds and other data to blockchains on a cross-chain interoperability protocol in an initial proof of concept. So two big things right there. So I do believe Chainlink's going to have a nice couple months here. Also, Litecoin's on my radar because of the Litecoin block reward halving countdown. So just like Bitcoin has its halving, Bitcoin's is like in a year in 248 days. Like Litecoin's a year before Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin's having its halving in 2024, Litecoin's having it in 2023. And usually we see Litecoin, so it's looking like August 3rd, 2023. We see Litecoin have a pre-halving pump, just like we saw that with Bitcoin and everything like that. So you can even see here November 23rd, a couple of days ago, pre-halving rally, Litecoin surges 43% to 6-month high. And in 8 months, it will cut Litecoin's pace of supply expansion by 50%. And you can look at the past halvings, and usually you see a lead up phase. So like the first halving was right here. It's one of those things, buy the rumor or buy the anticipation of the event, sell the event. Back here, we saw price lead into the halving. And then when the halving came in, we sold off. Even right here, halving, price rallied leading up to the halving. And then right when the halving happens, sold off. So I expect the same thing to happen here. I do think whatever Litecoin's price action was recently right here is not like the end of it. We're about 8 months away. So I did like kind of the math of when the halving was here. So usually around 6 months before the halving, we'll see the price start to go. So we're getting close to that. That's going to be around January, February, but I'm still keeping my eye on it in case it wants to get an early jump on that. So I do expect Litecoin to be kind of in the narrative in the mainstream kind of news outlets over the coming months. I do believe Chainlink will be there too. So I want to play that as far as the peer-to-peer signals go in the Discord. And if you haven't already joined the Discord, link in the bio, come join it. So now going here, we have the Litecoin to Bitcoin comparison chart, because usually in a bear market, like Litecoin likes to front run Bitcoin. Is Litecoin showing the way to Bitcoin like in previous cycles? So these were the previous cycles. And reason being is because Litecoin has its halving a year before Bitcoin. So it's going to move before it. So you can see Litecoin popped up. This was when Bitcoin was finding its bottom in 2015. And then it ranged. Then Bitcoin went up. Then back here, bottom in 2019, Litecoin popped up, ranged, and then now we're in 2022, about to be 2023. Same kind of scenarios happening. We're trying to find our bottom, and then pretty soon we're gonna have the pre-halving pump for Litecoin. We'll likely range in Litecoin, and then Bitcoin will steal the show. All right, so now let's keep going. We got December 3rd, crypto people, mark your calendars. So Michael Arrington, big in the XRP space, he said December 3rd, this was November 21st, so like a week ago. He said, December 3rd, crypto people, mark your calendars. So something's going on around that date. Something's going on. We're about like 5 days away from this. So very interesting. And then if you've been in the space for a while, you know about all the Riddlers and Mr. Pool. One of Mr. Pool's like kind of mysterious like videos or whatever had December 3rd, 10 a.m. hidden in it. So it's funny to see that. And then you can see like evacuate something right there. But as well as, so you saw the Mr. Pool Riddler thing, but then also this came out. Mr. Pool was before this, but yeah, very interesting. So December 3rd is going to be on the radar. Let me see what date that is. So that is on Saturday of this week. Saturday of this week is December 3rd. So we're going to have to keep our eyes on that. All right, let's keep going. We got this. So this is from the Homeland Security Enterprise. So Department of Homeland Security, the US, back in 2014, December 31st. Now we're about like what, 9 years later, around like 9 years later. But in it, right, I'm going to zoom in. Oh, I can actually get rid of this now. So in it, it said, the Ripple protocol serves as a payment system, currency exchange, and remittance networks to process financial transactions. It allows users to send any fiat currency, cryptocurrency, commodity, or other unit of value, frequent flyer miles, credit card rewards, etc., anywhere in the world free of charge. Like Bitcoin, Ripple XRP is based on a consensus algorithm and is not controlled by a centralized institution or government. Users cannot invest in Ripple. So there we go. Even the Department of Homeland Security is saying that Ripple and the XRP ledger is decentralized. But you have the SC arguing that no, it's not decentralized. So there's so much kind of fragmentation when it comes to the regulation aspect that I believe we're going to see that wrap up pretty soon here. And there's going to be a coordinated global effort, or at least a US effort, as far as all the US agencies to come together to finalize like their viewpoint on this stuff. But Ripple also serves as a bridge currency, meaning it can convert currencies that otherwise are unable to transact together. As of July 2014, there were 8.2 billion XRP in circulation. Wow. So there we go. So next up, this is back April 13th of this year. So I've been posting, over for a year now on YouTube, but all my stuff was unlisted before. So you're not, if you go back, you're not going to see it, but I started going public with all my stuff maybe September this year, but I've been posting for like over a year now, every day, like 3 videos a day. Most of it's unlisted, but I was going back through and I came across this video with huge news. This is the document here.
Believes the government.
Let's go into it. So we're going to listen to just this tiny segment here, because basically Stanford University had said we need a digital SDR, and they labeled, as an example, Ripple's XRP as kind of in comparison to what they're trying to envision here. So let's hear that.
In the newsletter a while back, without having the regulations. So all this talk out of the Treasury Secretary Yellen is great, because we want her to be on board with crypto, calling it transformative, saying that they need to be a part of it, because if they're shying away from it or if they're talking bad about it, then it may not spell a good end to any regulation. So this is all good news right here. She's touting crypto as transformative technology. And now we have this. So this was digital currencies, the US, China, and the world at a crossroads. So if you had watched that, it was the Changing World Order by Ray Dalio. You got to watch it. It was that video I shared in the newsletter a while back.
Our most important
and
ones.
This outlines kind of what this new document is kind of showing. And this is from the Hoover Institution. You can go down here. This is 2022, so it's new. And let's see. So Stanford, this is Stanford University. So we're going to go to page, actually no, what we're going to do is to find XRP. And right here, it is possible to envision even more adventurous arrangements. For instance, a special drawing rights-based stablecoin issued by a multilateral agency reminiscent of John Maynard Keynes' proposed supranational currency, the Bancor. Guys, in Agartha, what do we talk about? We talk about the SDR, we talk about John Maynard Keynes, we talk about the supranational currency, and we talk about the Bancor, which would be an exchangeable with any national currency. Any national currency could thus be convertible into any other national currency in 2 steps via the stablecoin. Such an arrangement would resemble the cross-border payment system that Ripple currently operates with its XRP cryptocurrency and just one of the variety of possible alternatives. Any democratic alternative should allow for private sector solutions. Multi-currency corridors, for instance, should not rule out the use of regulated private stablecoins or cryptocurrencies. Basically, guys, we have the new world currency. XRP is basically the Bancor. It's basically the new SDR. And look up what the Bancor is, or if you're in the programs, look at the Agartha Mission 1. And we called this, and now we're seeing actual reports. And from Stanford University, this wasn't said before. Now they're saying it, but we were on top of it back in last year, even years before that. But the receipts are from last year. So if you haven't yet gone into Agartha, check out Mission 1, because we literally speculate this to be the case. And now it looks like we're getting proof of it. So this was huge, because think about what's going on with BRICS in Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and how they're going to exchange from local currency to local currency without having to use the US dollar. So look at this, which would be exchangeable with any national currency. Any national currency could thus be convertible into another national currency without using the US dollar. So it seems to me that XRP is going to be the new world reserve currency, because it's enabling a future where this exists. With the US dollar, you still have that kind of counterparty issue of the central authority being the US over the dollar, and that's why the sanctions happen, all this stuff. The world is trying to go more neutral, and XRP is a neutral bridge asset that can be interchangeable into any local currency. So this is spelling the future, guys. Now let's go to how would it...
So there we go. That laid it out. And if you're wondering what I was talking about the Agartha program mission 1, go to in the link in the bio too, stargate-ventures.com, and get your free crypto masterclass accelerator. Because in here, we lay out some of the videos I was just talking about. 13 fundamental videos preparing you for a macro mindset for the next coming crypto craze. So I'll show you kind of what is in this masterclass accelerator, because everything that was just shown in that document by Stanford Hoover Institute with the SDR about John Maynard Keynes, supranational currency, the Bancor. I mean, we spelled it out in this course years ago, and I'll show you what lies in the course.
What's up, guys? It's one.
All right. So as you can see, you got the special drawing rights. You got John Maynard Keynes, supranational currency, Bancor. You got the IMF in here, right? In the program, this is what you're going to learn. You're going to learn about the biggest scam in the history of mankind, the history of money, the Bretton Woods system, the gold standard, the Bancor. I don't know if a lot of people know about the Bancor, but literally XRP is the current day version of it. You guys got to watch that video. It's crazy. The IMF, the SDR, the petrodollar, world reserve currencies. We lay it out to you in an order where it just makes sense. So if you haven't already, go to the link in the bio, stargate-ventures.com, and get your free crypto masterclass accelerator. It's free, and we're laying it out for you. Just put your info in, you'll get it right away. So huge news there. I haven't seen anybody talk about this for a while. There might be a lot of people that don't know about this document, because I even tried searching for it after, and it was like impossible to find. So I had to go back into my old videos to find it. So this was April 13th, 2022. And you can see that what they're saying here about the neutral bridge asset, how you can exchange one currency for another local currency, bypassing the dollar. In that too, we saw how the US Homeland Security said that Ripple's network and what you can do with it, it serves as a payment system, currency exchange, and remittance network to process financial transactions, and allows users to send any fiat currency, any cryptocurrency, and any commodity or other unit of value. Literally, it is the most liquid convertible asset. And this is what we're going to get into. This, how it can be used to send commodities. That's what we're going to get into the deep dive next. I'm going to release that video today. So if you haven't already subscribed so you can get updated right when I release it, because we're going to go into some things that I found as far as with the World Bank, as far as with tokenization of assets, tokenized gold, LBMA, the London Bullion Market Association, using blockchain to boost gold supply integrity. And then getting into right here, World Gold Council, limit trial, blockchain gold tracing. And then I found the blockchain network that's going to be doing some of this tokenization of the gold. And then we found that Ghana plans to buy oil with gold instead of US dollars. How are they going to do that, right? It seems like it would be through something like what they were outlining here in the Stanford Hoover Institute document, and what they were and it's funny because I think the title of that document is the US, China, and the world at a crossroads, right? Now you have Ghana plans to buy oil with gold instead of US dollars from China, I believe it was. In here. So it's just crazy, man. Like everything's starting to pan out. I believe in the deep dive, when I uncover some of these things I'm going to show you, I believe you're going to get a good understanding of how this is going to play out as well too. So that's going to be it for this newsletter, and I will see you in the deep dive. If you haven't already, link in the bio, get your free crypto masterclass accelerator, get prepared, man. We're so close, as well as join the Discord. Link will be in the bio as well too. And subscribe to the YouTube so you can get updated for this newest deep dive that is going to come out. So I'll see you in the next one.